Now, welcome to, let's call it a Bad Batch discussion video, where this time we're going to have Crosshair in our sights.
So you're targeting him.
Or is he targeting us? Or are we being targeted as we hear gunshots out the window? Ironic.
The problems with living in the country, I
Yeah,
suppose.
if you ever live out in a very rural area, you don't even worry about gunshots. They just are part of life. Anyway.
I think the people living in the middle of the city worry about that too.
I think they worry about it more than people in the country when they hear gunshots. I don't know. This was the most random way to start a video, but we did not prepare for gunshots to start when we were talking about Crosshair. It just happened.
And what'll be funny is who knows how audible the microphone even picked him up.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Maybe. Anyway, let's talk about Crosshair without the gunshots.
We're kind of going to talk about motivations and where we think he's going to go this season.
Yeah, I think one of the big issues maybe with Crosshair is he is kind of set up for the standard redemption arc, but I have to die to do it.
I think he's almost 100% set up for that arc, but there's also the weird flip of the arc where everyone dies to save him.
Ooh, that would be...
And then he ends up with Omega as his he is now in charge of her in honor of his brothers who sacrificed themselves to keep him alive or to save him from the Empire.
That would be one heck of an interesting twist.
I think that's more interesting than him dying for redemption.
But we know that's pretty much what's going to happen, right?
But this is better. Instead of him dying for redemption, if they die for him and he feels like now he has to live on in their memory to do the things that they couldn't do, that's way better.
Yes. Anything but the whole, I was wrong the whole time. Now I want to save my brothers, but I have to die. And he'll
die in their arms.
Yeah. Which, I'm not saying that ever works because that's kind of Return of the Jedi, right?
Right.
But that's kind of the problem, too, because if Vader lives, what happens to Vader? What happens to Anakin after he's done all of these horrible things? You can't just say, well, you had a comeback, you helped me against Palpatine. We'll just forgive those kids.
You just get a new suit that doesn't look like Vader, because how many people... And you go back to being called Anakin, and no one will know.
Well, Luke would still know. That's not a very Jedi-like thing to hide the fact that your father was a mass murderer.
He's not. Vader died.
I think that one might have been picked up by the microphone.
Vader died, though.
Yes, he was destroyed.
He's not lying. Vader was destroyed. I mean, my father killed Vader.
That's not holding up in a court of law.
Well, Obi-Wan seems to think it's fine to talk like that.
Yeah, but that's Jedi speak. They have truths from different point of views.
Yeah, so that's what Luke can say.
Anyway,
he's a Jedi.
Anyway, in all reality, if Darth Vader were a real person, it would be horrifying. But it would also...
Would it?
Well, yeah, but also he would end up either imprisoned for the rest of his life if he survived Return of the Jedi, or he would be executed for his many crimes. As for Crosshair, I think we are heading towards the standard arc. We saw some interesting things that you pointed out in our Bad Batch discussion about how...
I did.
Yeah, I give you full props for that.
The insightful Naboo.
I didn't even catch on to the fact that Crosshair, once upon a time, may have been more prone to execute Cody for not following orders.
Once upon a time, like in last season, where he got himself a little first mission out with his crew, and he's like, hey, kill those innocent civilians because they're actually insurgents and our orders said to kill them. And the guy's like, I'm not killing innocents. So Crosshair popped him.
Yeah.
And then force thrust the squad and himself to do it.
Yeah. And I mean, granted, Cody didn't necessarily say, I'm not going to follow that order. He just kind of sat there.
He didn't, though.
But that's still treason.
He immediately follow the order. That was treason.
That's treason.
He told Cody at the beginning of the episode, when the clones are questioning Order 66, he says, well, then they're traitors, like the Jedi.
Yeah.
He put it very clearly to him, but then he goes out on a mission with him. Cody disobeys the order. He does not follow the order promptly as he should. And Crosshair covers for him. Crosshair just turned and he followed the order and he killed him, protecting Cody.
Yes.
In actuality, was this one season ago, he would have shot Cody and then carried out the mission, or carried out the mission and then shot Cody.
Yeah. I mean, he's tried to kill the Bad Batch, his teammates, his brothers, his direct brothers, you could say, because Cody's kind of a brother, too.
He had 32 rotations to sit on Camino thinking about it.
He's had some second thoughts after all that time.
Mm-hmm. Where he sat there thinking about how much the Empire really must value him. To leave him.
They gave him a vacation on a watery beach-like planet. I'm sure there's a beach on Camino. I think it's all water, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he was kind of probably not happy about that.
Would you be?
No. But anyway, I think unfortunately the most likely scenario for Crosshair is the death redemption, we'll say.
You mean the most obvious path?
Yeah, I mean, I want to be pleasantly surprised. I don't think it's impossible. I don't think it's impossible that he dies another way, that he stays the villain.
Because after this episode, it makes it hard to see that he'll... I don't see him staying the villain after this last episode.
No, this episode was very much setting up the fact that he is pondering many things. I mean, we see him kind of just sitting there thinking.
He's disappointed that Cody left. Either is he afraid that maybe he thought Cody would go with him? Like, did he think he would go with Cody if Cody's like, hey, I'm getting out, you in, let's go?
Yeah.
Did he feel like Cody left him behind?
Or does he feel like Cody was one of, on his side, kind of like for the Empire, and find out, well, maybe Cody is not. Maybe I'm the only one not really for the Empire.
Right, I mean, my brothers all left, and now Cody left, and...
all these other clones are disappearing and disobeying orders. So am I the baddie?
No, there's a part of me that's afraid that Rampart's saying that other clones are gone AWOL, are gone missing, means that they did kill them.
Been taken, yeah.
Well, if
they've been disappeared, quote unquote.
Yeah, if he killed them, why would he tell the other clones, yeah, if you're bad, we're killing you, because you could have an uprising.
That's probably what happened to Wilco, right? Wilco, we see get shot by Rampart. He probably was a deserter.
Probably.
Yes, he ran. Totally.
Yep, he ran right into that bullet. Or laser blast.
It's a laser blast, but yes, point still taken there.
I can't wait to see, and I hate that I'm more excited to see where Crosshair is going to be going this season than where the rest of the batch is going.
Yeah, I've been saying that a lot.
They feel like they're cemented into, we are good guys. We will help the Republic. We will protect people. We're going to keep, raising Omega. Whereas Crosshair has options and opportunities of the things that he could do from within the Empire, within, the system. And you wonder, will he become a Fulcrum agent hiding within the Empire, even?
That could be interesting. Yeah, because I think the problem with the main Bad Batch team, and when I say Crosshair's not on the bad, a lot of people, kind of arguing semantics. Like, yes, Bad Batch did have Crosshair on it, but when I say the main team, I mean what's left of it after Crosshair. Yes.
Yeah.
So to be clear on that, but the main team, then the problem is they're kind of in a win-win scenario right now, right? If they go back and they fight the Empire, you're like, okay, good job, you guys are doing the good fight. Yet at the same time, if they, protect Omega, you're also like, well, they're doing good, right? They've decided to not fight. They've certainly put in their time. Mm-hmm. That you can't say, well, you guys are just cowards. And no, they fought for the Republic when they thought the Republic was good, and then they left when they found out they weren't. They're protecting this child. So the problem with the Bad Batch is that, again, there's like no moral quandary here. They're doing good or they're doing good.
Yes, either way they're doing good. It's just a matter of how much good are they doing.
Exactly. So I'm not saying it's a bad story. I'm not saying it's completely uninteresting, but it's not as interesting as, say, Crosshair fighting either for the Empire, or is he going to go help his brothers, or does he side with the clones? Will he become a traitor to the Empire and a spy?
Well, Rampart hates the clones, so I'm curious to see how that will affect the clone majority.
Yeah, Rampart clearly hates the clone. He sees them as complete property, as we talked about before. I love when he's like, Commander Cody? Who the hell's that? Oh, you mean
that number,
CT4,
Not to mention, we know, you can see it just plain as day when something goes wrong and he sends a team of clones to go in there, but now that everything's taken care of, we're going to send stormtroopers in.
Yeah. That's his
because
kind of
we're
pet
protecting
project.
the stormtroopers. Because you don't want the recruits just dying for no reason. But you can send clones off to hopeless endeavors because, you don't care. You don't want them anyway.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah.
And will Crosshair notice it in time to do anything about it? Could he help more clones to freedom? We have no idea what he's going to do or where the season's going to lead him, but some speculation has been fun.
Yeah, you do wonder what Cody going AWOL will mean for Crosshair.
Very true.
Is this just another traitor, or is this the one he's like,
which direction will that cement him? Yeah.
Yeah, or if he's been taken away.
We'll see him later in a program nobody wants to see.
The Cody show, or are you talking about Crosshair? I mean, I'd watch the Cody show. Sounds like a game show, but...
I mean, we all want Cody to see Rex again and to have that reunion, but you can't just have every main character from the original stuff survive and make it to a good place. I mean, that's how come we have way too many Jedi floating around now. Because we all loved these Jedi, and they have to be alive, and we didn't see them die on screen, so why not?
Yeah.
And now we're running into, well, everyone survived. Why did the Empire do so well? Apparently, half
Empire
the
do
Jedi
well?
Order made it.
Yeah.
Surprise!
If they all would just get together, they could just reform the band and everything would be fine. Oh, we lost like 3 people in Order 66. It wasn't that bad at all.
Yeah, you see those like 3 Jedi that were killed? That was it.
That was literally it.
Everyone else
made it.
could be alive.
Yeah. But no, I think it's almost more tragic. As much as you want to see Cody and Rex, it's almost more tragic if Cody just got offed, right? That he didn't go AWOL as much as he went
They sniffed him as a
below the
traitor,
wall
and
in
they
the dirt.
got rid of him, and then said he was he went AWOL. He was, he abandoned his brothers. Would be a way for them to spin it, so that the others are like, I can't believe that he abandoned us.
He betrayed you.
He betrayed us, our brotherhood. They're playing their own, brotherhood, their love of each other against them, which is what binds them in the first place to the war.
Which is what makes them interesting characters too. That brotherhood and all of that's what made Clone Wars really good. So yeah, my guess, unfortunately though, is the death redemption for Crosshair. In the end.
My guess is also a death redemption, but I'm
for
still
the other
sticking
guys.
with the opposite
All right.
path. That the Bad Batch is going to die, or at least the majority of them are going to die to protect Crosshair. He's going to see how much that they all meant to him and how much he meant, as a family, and he's going to raise Omega in honor of them, because it's going to be much easier for them to hide as a pair than to hide as a group of...
I like your dark version.
It's my dark version. I just think it's a better story.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. It's more interesting than the standard Bad Batch lives, raises Omega, everything's happy except for Crosshair had to die. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I think that is going to be then all we got for you this time. So do take to the comments below. Tell us what you think is going to happen to Crosshair in the long run. Maybe tell us how long you think the Bad Batch series is going to go on. I see this thing going 3 seasons, I think. Just a guess. Not to get into a whole other topic, but just a fun discussion. Where do you see Crosshair's story going? Where do you see the Bad Batch's story going? And how long do you see this series lasting? Whatever the case may be, leave your comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.